San Francisco woman has turned tragedy into purpose, creating a compassionate group dedicated to raising awareness about suicide and eliminating stigma. Lynette Mackey started Mackey's Korner in honor of her grandson, Jamal Mackey. The vision here, to create a world free of suicide. And we're really lucky to have Lynette joining us live in studio. Lynette, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. I know that this is really personal for you. Can you tell us a little bit about Jamal?
Jamal was a very active young boy. He played the sports, he played football, he played for the Bombers in San Francisco. He was very active. He didn't show any signs of anything to make me think suicidal or trouble. He showed typical boy trouble signs. Acting out in school, whatever, but I didn't see any signs of suicide, none.
So then at 12 years old, right?
At 12 years old, we got that tragic phone call.
It must have come as a shock.
It's still a shock.
Yeah.
I'm still in shock, but yeah, we got that phone call that he had committed suicide. He didn't actually pass that day, though. So we had 3 or 4 days to process it, and then he was gone, though.
Yeah, and then say your goodbyes. Obviously, though, such a grief-stricken moment for you and your family, but you have somehow turned it into this.
Yes.
Why did you believe that this was the type of program that you needed to offer to people?
Because first of all, I was sad that there was no program for my grandson to turn to. I was sad that, what about the other kids that are feeling like this? Because it made me look at it in a different light. There are other kids that are suffering, and we've got to reach them. So because of his death, I decided to take this journey and see if I could reach a kid or two. One kid, the goal was 1 kid. So I've surpassed my goal.
Yeah, yes, you have, in a big way. So what type of services does your group offer to people?
So it's a nonprofit. It's a suicide awareness and prevention. What I like to bring is resources to the youth, to the adults, because it's not just kids. It's not just kids, but I have resources with both youth and adults. I have an activity or an event that would bring about, because you're not going to just come to the event if I say, hey, come talk about suicide.
Yeah.
So I have some entertainment, I have some fun stuff, and I always have free food. So that brings the people out and the kids out. And what happened, if I could tell you, is on my flyer, I put my number on there for vendors and for my email. What started happening is that number started turning into a hotline, suicide hotline. So I have lots of people call me.
People were actually calling
all the time,
sharing
that are on edge, about to attempt suicide or had started attempting suicide, had started cutting, all different kind of things. And I take hours and hours and talk them off the edge. Wow.
What is that like for you to know now that you are a trusted person to go to when someone's life is really kind of hanging in the balance?
It's major. It's major, because I know that conversation that I give you have to be so important and so impactful that I can make you turn your decisions around. I have to let you know how important you are, and that your life matters.
Yeah, indeed it does. So let's talk about this fun event, because it is a fun event, a serious topic, but a fun event that's coming up next month at Chase Center in San Francisco.
It's not at Chase Center. This event is at the Civic Center Plaza, across from City Hall. And it's a suicide awareness and prevention block party. I have lots of entertainers. I have the group Tony performing. I have a lot of local talent performing. I have a keynote speaker. His name is Kevin Hines. He jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived. He's a keynote speaker. I have several other speakers and community performers. Free food, vendor trucks, free food. I have a train ride for the kids. We have jumpers. We have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it sounds really, like I said, a really entertaining event, but really with the mission of letting people know that they are not alone and that there is help available. Did you ever think that your organization would be as successful as it is and that so many people would be relying on you?
Never in a lifetime. Yeah. Never in a lifetime. Just knowing that my phone, it's so important that I keep a phone on and charged up every night. Before it was okay if it wasn't charged, but now because so many people call throughout the night, because most people that are going through suicide or suicidal attempts or beliefs are at nighttime when they're alone. Or in the during the holidays.
Okay, so how do you keep this going, Lynette? Where does the funding come from? How do you keep this little organization going?
So I want to say, this is my opportunity to say, I want to thank Mayor London Breed, the Dream Keepers Initiative, Dr. Cheryl Davis, and Dr. Saida for believing in me, because they funded this project. And I've had several projects from the funding that they gave me.
That's nice to know.
I also reach out for sponsors, for donations. I'm always looking for donations. I'm always looking for sponsors. It just keeps me able to continue doing this, continue feeding people, continue getting entertainment, and having fun at the same time, bringing awareness to suicide.
Yeah, and really changing some lives. Okay, so folks, again, that event happening Civic Center Plaza right outside of City Hall next month. You can also find some more information. It's that fun block party, September 7th, everybody. Lynette Mackey, really appreciate what you're doing for everyone in San Francisco and beyond, and just know you are making a difference.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Lynette. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just want to remind people at home that if you do find yourself in a moment of crisis, or
Yes.
you know someone, remember there is that national hotline available. You can text it, call it 988. Really important.
Very important.
Yeah.
I actually have that on all of my stuff.
That's great that you do that as well. Crystal,
Yes.
I'm going to turn things over to you now.
What a beautiful story.